Monica Schrader. I'm so excited to be here in this group with you today. This is actually my first live video for our reset. I'm going to be kind of walking myself through this a little bit with you. I'm really excited to have the opportunity to cheer you on, to support you, to answer questions. I'm hopping on a little bit early today because day 2 is kind of a different beast, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my journey with day 2. I actually am doing the reset right along with you guys. So yesterday was my day 1. You heard from Christine Weir. She gave you some great tips about getting started in day 1. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit now about day 2 to just kind of get you in the right mindset to prep you for the rest of the day. You're 2/3 of the way done almost here in the evening. You're getting close to finishing up. And I hope that you are feeling as amazing as I do. I slept so darn well last night, and I'm just really excited to see how my body reacts this time through. So like I said, I've already done the reset once. I did that last month, and I'm going to go ahead and do that reset again probably every month because I love how I feel and I love the benefits that I get from it. What I wanted to share with you a little bit about today, when I said that day 2 is a little bit of a different beast, for me, day 2 was harder than day 1. Day 1 might have been harder for you than day 2. And that just goes to show that everybody's body is very, very different. Your makeup, your gut health, if you're taking medications, even your hormone cycle, if you're a female, all of those things can affect how you are going to react and respond to this reset. So I want you to be gentle with yourself. I want you to keep yourself in a very, very good mindset and know that everyone's journey is very, very different. So I'm going to share just really quick. Day 2, I struggled a little bit, just not feeling my best. I had a little bit of a dull headache on day 2 the first time around. And I was a little bit more aware of hunger the second time around. I am happy to report this time I woke up, I slept great, like I said before, and I did not wake up hungry, which is pretty darn awesome. It's 10:30 here where I'm at. I've done my hydrate already. I'm getting ready to do my lean protein shake, so I'm looking forward to that. But I wanted to make sure that I shared some more realistic expectations for you involving weight, because I know that many of you probably have already hopped on that scale. I know that I already did. I hopped on that scale already, weighed myself, and celebrated a little bit because I love that boost. Some of you are not weighing until day 3, and that's absolutely fine. Whatever works and motivates you is what you need to be doing. What's going to keep you in that mindset. But what I want you to know is on day 1, the first time I did the reset, I lost a good amount of weight on day 1. Day 2 was a heartbreaker for me. So that's what I'm saying. It's kind of a mindset shift. And I don't think I lost anything on day 2. I think I was a big goose egg on day 2. And I remember my mindset definitely shifted. Like I was frustrated and I was like, kind of, is this going to be worth it? But when I hop back on day 3, I'm happy to report I lost additional weight on day 3. So I want to prepare you for that and just make sure that you know that that's definitely all part of the process and is perfectly normal. If you didn't lose weight on day 1, do not count yourself out, because remember, we are all different. Our body makeup is different. Our gut health is different. Our needs internally are different. Day 2 may be your day. But what I know from experience with myself and with many of my friends, day 2 is kind of a day that I did not see a lot of weight loss. So I think ultimately my trouble with day 2 was my mindset. So I want to make sure that you are knowing ahead of time to kind of expect that and be okay with it and know that this is the body, the system that your body is going through, and you have to trust the process. Okay. I'm going to go through and give you a couple different tips of some things that I'm going to be using to get me through day 2 and on to day 3, which I'm so excited for. One of them is a mindset tip. Guys, if you're not moving your body, go move your body, because it makes such a huge difference in how you are mentally. I also have several different projects that I'm going to be working on today. One of which is in my husband's side of the closet. I'm going to be hopping in there and doing some organization kinds of things. Yesterday, I cleaned out the refrigerator. Having projects or things to do to keep you focused and centered is going to keep your mind off of the fact that you are on a reset and that you are on kind of a restricted kind of diet. So treat yourself well. If you're not doing a nice bubble bath at night with some Epsom salts, maybe you take an extra walk at night, or maybe you go to bed early and you read a book. I also love yoga. That's one of my favorite things to do, even if you're just getting some stretches in, because moving your body, I don't want you to think you're doing heavy exercise, because your body may not be able to handle that right now because you are in a bit of a calorie deficit. But move your body, a nice walk with your family, yoga, some gentle stretching. There's lots of great videos on YouTube. I love Yoga with Adrienne. She does a bedtime yoga on YouTube. It's fantastic. You just pop that mat down and you can do some gentle stretching, and that's great to help you when you're getting off to sleep. So have those mental things ready, those things that you're going to work on or accomplish during the day, because that's going to allow you to feel so much better about day 2, because you've accomplished something during your day. It keeps you in a really good mindset. Other things that I'm going to talk to you about, this is more kind of about the products and things that I do. This is, like I said, my second time with Reset. So this is my second time through. But one of the things I always do when I mix my lean shake, I mix mine with water. So I don't use the almond milk because I don't want any extra calories. I go ahead and mix mine with water, but I also add ice to mine, and I get it in my blender and I froth that baby up really good and crush that ice down. So it's kind of almost like a dessert, a delightful little dessert that you can have. It gives it a little bit more bulk to it. And that's just kind of how I like to have my shakes. I know a lot of people do the exact same thing, but they, instead of using water, they use coffee, so black coffee. So that's definitely something that you can do as well to kind of change it up a little bit. Bone broth for me, love the bone broth. I know some people don't love it. Me personally, I love it. If you're looking for seasoning in the group, there is a post there that has some different seasonings that you can use. In the past, I've done just garlic, a little bit of garlic salt, maybe some black pepper. But this time around, I've been adding ranch to it, and it gives it just that little bit of goodness there at the end. So definitely try that. Try some of the different seasonings, mix it up a little bit, do it different on day 1 than you did it on day 2. That's going to give you a little bit of that variety that you are looking for. And I'm going to go into probably my favorite product, which is the tomato basil herb soup. It is amazing. That is my favorite part of the day. If I can get to that part of the day, I know that I've accomplished something. Some people, I've heard that they think it's a little spicy, but apparently I'm a spicy kind of girl, because I love to add red pepper flakes to my tomato basil soup, heat that up. And I actually drink it directly out of a mug. When I was little, my mom used to juice tomatoes, and we would have big jars of tomatoes. But when she would juice them, she would also juice some peppers in with them. And during the fall and winter, that was something that we drank in place of hot cocoa or hot tea or something like that. So it's a little bit nostalgic for me when I go back and I get to have that tomato basil soup. So I always put the little bit of red pepper flakes in it. You can add a little bit of fresh basil in there too if you want to kind of jack that flavoring up a little bit. Another tip that I'm doing this time around, I was following directly from the box before, and I was doing my active right along with my bar. So I was not doing a break in between them. And I want to stretch out what I get to eat all day, so I feel like I'm getting to eat more. So I'm pulling that apart a little bit. So I'm doing my active first because I need that little boost kind of in the afternoon. And then later on in the day, kind of closer to dinner, I'm doing that bar. Especially because like last night I went to an exercise class. I probably won't go tonight because I know I don't have enough fuel in my system to do something like that. But if I do go for a walk or if I want to do yoga, I want to have some calories in my system later on in the day if that's when I'm going to do my exercising. And that's just kind of how it works out for me. The last thing I'm going to talk to you about is Restore. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. The first time around, I drank the Restore cold and I struggled. Like it was not my favorite thing, did not like it, and I struggled to get it in. I forced myself to kind of spend some time, asked myself to spend some time learning a little bit of the science behind the Restore. And it is super, super important. It has some incredible antioxidants in it, hibiscus, through spinach, like just really important things to help support your liver function. But the big thing, and I'm going to say it wrong, hydrolysate, is something that is in the Restore. It's an appetite suppressant, but here's the really cool thing. It works with your gut-brain axis, so it helps to cut off that chemical that is produced, that ghrelin that is produced that makes you feel hungry. So we've got to get that Restore in. It's got to be the last thing that you do at night before you go to bed, because when you wake up in the morning, that's going to help you not feel super, super hungry. So I mixed mine last night with a warm water, like a tea. Game changer. It was so much better for me. I liked it so much better. I enjoyed it. I actually took it to bed with me. I got into bed. I read my book. And I had my Restore. So it was really kind of a nice, peaceful way to end my evening. So sometimes finding out and learning the science behind something, it kind of shifts, again, your mindset on maybe even how it's tasting to you, how important it is to you. So spend some time learning about gut health. Spend some time learning about the reset. Go in and do the reading in this post or in this Facebook group. Do the reading. Get that science behind you, because that's going to educate you and help you to make better choices when we get to day 4, day 5, day 20, and day 60. And we're going to get there someday. But I'm going to stop today. I've been talking for quite a while, actually only 12 minutes. I'm so proud of myself. I thought I was going to babble. I will be back again tomorrow. Tomorrow, I think we are going to talk about nutrition and kind of prepping for what day 4 looks like when you're coming off of that 3-day reset. So again, pop any questions, any comments. I'll be in here kind of on and off all day, checking and answering things for you. And just know that I'm cheering for you. I'm excited that I'm able to do this reset right along with you. And I'm also really excited that I got to do it one time before you, so I'm able to kind of give you a little bit of advice and support. So you guys all have a wonderful day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Bye.